My name is Ann Kunzen. I work here at the Public Library, and I'm in the Youth Services Department, and we've put together a Reader's Theater performance for you today. Today we are performing the true story of the Three Little Pigs, if you haven't heard that before. And I'd like to introduce our performers. We have A. Wolf.
Amber Reynolds.
Okay. Officer 1.
Petra.
Officer 2.
Allie.
Officer 3.
Amanda Fabiola.
Narrator 1.
Huntley.
Narrator 2.
Madeline.
Narrator 3.
Dennis Brigham.
Narrator 4.
Raina Banza.
A second pig.
Ludwig.
The third pig.
Hannah Boyan.
Reporter 1.
Noel.
And reporter number 2.
Haley Robbins.
Okay. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I just want to make sure that we're all in the right angle here. Okay. You guys are being taped now, so you ready? Okay, go ahead and get started. We have scene 1.
Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story, because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. Name? I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong.
I see. And what makes you so sure?
Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies, sheep, and pigs. That's just the way we are. Can we stick to the story, please? If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar.
Way back, once upon a time, a wolf was making a birthday cake for his dear old granny.
I had a terrible sneezing cold.
He ran out of sugar.
So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar.
Now this neighbor was a pig.
And he wasn't too bright either.
Is it true that he had built his whole house out of straw?
Yeah, can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house of straw?
So of course, the minute he knocked on the door, it fell right in. The wolf didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so he called out,
Little pig, are you in?
no answer. He was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for his dear old granny's birthday cake.
That's when my nose started to itch. I felt the sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed a great sneeze. Achoo!
It appears that the whole house fell down. Police said that right in the middle of a pile of straw was the first little pig that was a doornail. Is that right?
Yep, he had been home the whole time.
It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good head dinner lying right there in the straw.
So I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there.
He must have been feeling better.
But I still didn't have my cup of sugar.
So I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother.
He was a little smarter, but not much.
He had built his house out of sticks.
I rang the doorbell on the stick house.
Nobody answered.
Mr. Pig, are you in?
Go away, Wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin.
He says he just grabbed the doorknob when he felt another sneeze coming on.
I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. Achoo!
You're telling me this guy's house fell down just like his brother's?
Yup. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor.
Now you know, food will spoil if you just leave it there out in the open.
So I did the only thing there was to do.
He had dinner again.
Think of it as a second helping.
He was getting awfully full. Sure, but his cold was feeling better.
But I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake.
So you went to the next house? And this guy was the first and second little pig's brother?
He must have been the brains in the family.
He had built his house out of bricks.
I knocked on the brick house. No answer. I called, Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you even know what that rude little porker answered? Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar.
And he wouldn't give him even one little cup for dear sweet old Granny's birthday cake.
What a pig.
He was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of cake when he felt his cold coming on.
Oh no! I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed again. Achoo!
Then the third little pig yelled,
"As a roasted can sit on a pig!" Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy.
When we drove up, he was observed trying to break down his pig store. And the whole time he was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene.
The rest, as they say, is history.
My partner and I showed up after we heard about the 2 pigs he ate for dinner. We figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting.
So they jazzed up the story with all of that huff and puff and blow your house down. And they made me the big bad wolf.
It was a slow news day. That's the real story. He was framed.
But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar.
Good job, you guys. Please, everybody stand up and take a bow. Good job. Okay. And that is it for our performance tonight. Thank you for coming. And we are planning a July Reader's Theater. I can't remember the exact date, but the sign up for that will be available July 1st. Okay? Great job again, you guys. Thank you.